harassment, the abuse, and the pure torture of believing what you hear all ended the life of Megan Meyer of O'Fallon, Missouri. Megan Meyer committed the horrible act of suicide due to 16-year-old boy Josh Evans. Unfortunately, Josh Evans was really a family friend of the Meyer family named Lori Drew. Lori Drew kept hounding Megan, telling her how horrible she was and there was no point of her being on this earth. On October 17, 2006, that was the day that the bullying came to an end, in addition to her life. A poor, innocent 13-year-old girl had killed herself. What a tragedy. This struck the lives of many people, the regrets, the sadness, and the innocence. In this video I'm about to show you, it talks about the grief of an event that hits the Meyer family and how they take it into their own hands.
She was, our baby, and, we absolutely miss every single second of her. Megan gets an email or a message on her MySpace from Josh saying that I don't know if I want to be friends with you any longer because I hear you're not nice to your friends. This is the part I'll never forgive myself for because she was looking for me to help calm her down like I normally always did and be there for her, and I was upset with her because I didn't like the language that she was using, and I was upset that she didn't listen to me and sign off when I told her to, and so I was aggravated with her about that and told her that she knew better, and she just said to me, "You're supposed to be my mom, you're supposed to be on my side," and she took off running upstairs.
Tina walked upstairs. I didn't really pay much attention to it. And then I just heard a blood-curdling scream.
I just saw her hanging from her closet.
I held her, and I yanked the whole closet thing out of the wall, and Tina ran and got a knife so I could cut the belt from around her neck and then started performing CPR.
She had tears the entire time running down the side of her face until she passed away.
Just like, please, Megan.
A teenager who had battled depression for years did take her own life. We know her mom and dad now claim a neighborhood family, dear friends of theirs, are now responsible for that death.
This is just one example of a fatal tragedy due to cyberbullying. Believe it or not, I was just recently a victim of cyberbullying. I held my head high and realized that what they said to me was not true. Also, I know that some people more sensitive than I could have reacted differently. This made me realize that cyberbullying is 100% not okay. Due to this, I realized that it is a top reason for suicide in the United States after I looked at some research. In order to make it so this will not happen again, I personally feel as though the United States government should monitor cyberbullying and each person who bullies someone should be heavily fined. How would you feel if this was you? People are ending their lives due to this, and it must come to an end. The three main reasons why I think cyberbullying should be fined is because it causes suicide attempts, it lowers a person's self-esteem, and also it is illegal. Cyberbullying is defined as bullying that involves the use of information and communication technologies to support deliberate, repeated, and hostile behavior by an individual or group that is intended to harm others. Cyberbullying, unfortunately, can go to such an extent where people kill themselves, which is totally unfair. What good comes out of cyberbullying? None. Putting someone down just to make you feel better about yourself is not the right answer to a conflict. Cyberbullying is very relevant, and it goes on daily. People are dying and being tortured. Megan Meyer and many other teens have taken their lives due to cyberbullying in the last couple of years. In the last year, the death rate was estimated at about 4 people. 4 seems like a very small number, but it is 4 more than it should be. Killing yourself is obviously ridiculous and absurd and should not be happening. In addition, cyberbullying causes self-consciousness and causing people to be scared. A couple years ago, a boy on the internet told his friend that he was gay, who he thought he was his friend, and then the next day, this friend of his told the whole school, and eventually this person killed himself because of embarrassment. Also, when you see the person who bullies you, or even think of their name, your heart races and you feel as though you are trapped in a hole and there is no way out. I gave a survey, and I asked, have you ever been told hurtful things via cyberspace to 10 girls? So shockingly, 70% of them said yes, and 7 said yes, and 3 said no. This number is way too many. If I surveyed 100 people, the number would drastically increase. As I mentioned earlier, I was recently a victim of cyberbullying from a group of girls in which I thought were my friends. They befriended me, treated me as a sister, and then out of the blue, they backstabbed me and harassed me through the computer. It hurt, but I managed my way through it. Now I can hardly picture their faces. I cringe when I hear their name, and as it is a constant reminder of the pain I was put through. After the Megan Myers situation, cyberbullying was legally considered a crime. The law states that whoever transmits in interstate or foreign commerce any communication with the intent to coerce, intimidate, harass, or cause substantial emotional distress to a person using electronic means to support severe, repeated, and hostile behavior shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 2 years or both. Cyberbullying causes people to kill themselves due to somebody else, which I personally consider murder. In conclusion, I feel as though the government should monitor cyberbullying and a fine should be issued to people who do it to others. Cyberbullying causes suicide attempts and successes, self-consciousness and fear, and it's a legal crime. In order to solve the problem, my plan for action is to not take part in it, don't do it, and don't allow it to happen to you. Spread the word, share with the world so one day we may be able to win the fight against cyberbullying. Remember, the saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me, does not apply in this situation because one hurtful phrase can be the end of a life for one innocent person.